Pretty much every time we talked to Nick about you leading up to the season, he talked about the importance of you crashing the glass, specifically as an offensive rebounder. You had 4 offensive rebounds tonight. I guess how early were the coaching staff telling you that that's something that they want you to do, and what has made you effective at that?
I think we always kind of preach that since I've been here. Crashing the boards, always getting extra opportunities. I think that's one thing I have a knack for at times. And I like to, especially with a team like that, they can get out run, and guys like Giannis who require a lot more attention in transition. It's kind of, give and take. We're trying to crash the board, so we're trying to do it in a definitely the smartest way possible. But, he's always preached that early on and allows us to be free. Like guys like me and KO and Ricky and all those guys who can keep plays alive. So he's always kind of preached that early on.
Caleb, for the most part, you guys kept the turnovers under control tonight, which is relatively abnormal for a team that has all these new pieces. I guess, How did you feel like you guys were able to manage that and fit the chemistry?
Not bad. I was kind of, disappointed in myself in a couple plays. I feel like I had some opportunities that slipped through my hands, and, I'm typically not one that, has turnovers like that for the most part. So those I got to clean up myself, and that'll be even better when it comes to turnovers. But I think, like you said, I think we got a lot of new faces, and it's not gonna good thing. We got a lot of good pieces to put together to orchestrate that stuff. But I think there's a ton of positives and some stuff that we need to clean up, obviously. But I think there's a lot of positives that we can take from tonight too. And that's part of the game with a lot of new faces. Games are gonna happen like that. It's about how quickly we get everything situated to move forward.
Knowing that you were without 2 of your main pieces on both ends, but defensively especially, I guess, how do you feel about you did defensively as a group tonight, and what do you need to clean up?
I think we did solid. I think, just on our end, the guys that are on the floor, just a little bit more attention to detail. There's things that, that happen through the gaps. I feel like that we went over, that we weren't, that we didn't execute as well as I think we should have, and that we can. We're capable of, and I think that's part of the first game. That's part of not overreacting with a lot of new faces on the team, and understanding that a lot of guys have a lot of experience on this side. And understand it's early. It's not. We don't need to overreact. So we just need to, continue to get together and go through that type of stuff, and clean some stuff up. I think we'll be good.
The experience factor, like having all these vets, we've heard from a lot of guys. You've been very vocal. Think something's wrong, speak up.
Mm-hmm.
And Kelly said tonight, a part of that is like you will lead by example too. It's not just chatting. Do you think it's easier to have those tough conversations with guys just because they've been in the league so long? You don't have to dress it up and can have honest talks with them.
Yeah, guys who been around. I don't think it's always the easiest because as we all know, there's some people who handle it different ways in terms of talking. But I think, like you said, I think if it's one of those things, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing or trying to do with everything with the right intentions, I think everybody has a right to say whatever, however you feel, And obviously you don't want to say it in an attacking way because we're all on the same team here, but I think if you say it in a way to where you're trying to be, be positive, and everything that you're saying is contributing to the same goal, and that's winning, and ultimately winning the championship. I think, that's the recipe to win it. I think everybody being on the same page and being transparent as possible.
I know you said earlier in the preseason, like, don't care if I start, come off the bench, whatever role, I'm ready to do it. But when it kind of flips mid-game where you don't start the first half but you start the second half, first of all, when did you know that you were going to be starting the second half, and just how does that sort of change your approach, or just how the game feels from a flow perspective?
I think I want to say maybe I figured out maybe at halftime, or the end of halftime, something like that. I try to pride myself on being ready for any situation. I feel like that's part of my role is. It's going to fluctuate. It's going to change all the time, and I just got to be ready for stuff like that to happen. So, but I'm okay with that. You got to be. I think everybody has to be ready for coach to throw some stuff on the fly. If things aren't working, he doesn't like what things are looking like. I think that that's a positive with a lot of guys that we have on our team. We're so versatile, and we can try different things at different times at any moment. So I think that's also what's going to make us dangerous in a sense too.
Along with you, Kyle also played a lot more in the second half. Just how helpful when you guys are kind of hanging around there, keeping it around 15-12, like was he just getting you guys in your best offensive set and kind of keep everything moving?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he does. He's a floor general. You know, he knows what he's doing, what to do. He knows time to score. And, that's why I know, you know, Tyrese is going to make such a huge jump as well. It's just learning from someone like him who really knows the game. And that's one of his biggest attributes to the game is his IQ. So we can all learn, you know, from Kyle, just how well he orchestrates us and puts us in position. And obviously the connection between him and Coach Nurse make this even better. So, you know, we're always trying to take a page out of his book and you know, apply it to the game.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.